Bonus time. Get the bonus time out of here, bro. Here we go, dude. Here we go. This is it. This is it. Okay. All right, boys. In the game. Georgia. Outbid. Bid placed. Wait, what is that? Why? No. No. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Season 3, Episode 1 of Wrecked Motherfreaking Bike Rebuild. New name. Just kidding, I'm spitting all over myself. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is that beautiful time again to start another season of Wrecked Bike Rebuild. So, you're probably asking yourself, Chase, what the hell is Wrecked Bike Rebuild? If you are, well, you are brand new and you're precious. So, for you guys that don't know, Wrecked Bike Rebuild is my YouTube motorcycle build series. Some would say the best here on YouTube. Granted, I'm slightly biased. Anyway, Wrecked Bike Rebuild is a Patreon-funded YouTube motorcycle build series that I run here on my channel. We take wrecked, sometimes salvaged motorcycles and we turn them into dope freaking machines, and then we give them away. Like, just give them away. It's pretty cool shit. Alright, before this episode gets too silly, let's talk about timestamps, because a lot of you guys are repeating people and y'all come back because you love Wrecked Bike Rebuild, but some of you guys are new. For you new guys, you'll probably want to watch the beginning of this video. If you guys know what the hell Wrecked Bike Rebuild is, you guys are gonna need timestamps. Those are your timestamps. That's gonna take you to the section of the video that you want. Do you want the meat of the video, like what this video is actually about? Do you want to know the changes from Season 2 to Season 3 of Wrecked Bike Rebuild? Or are you brand new? Don't worry, I'm gonna give you a moment. Okay, that was your moment. If you haven't clicked away, then welcome to Wrecked Bike Rebuild. This is probably your first time, or you just like hearing me talk. Either way, love ya. All right, let's get into this video. So you're new to Wrecked Bike Rebuild. Well, welcome. Everybody's new to something at some point in their lives, and we are happy to have you here. So, like I said, Wrecked Bike Rebuild is a build series for motorcycles, and we get to give the motorcycles away. The reason we get to give the motorcycles away is because this show is funded by the fans over on Patreon. So the way Patreon works is you sign up for a tier support level. $1, $5, $15. Those are the 3 tiers that we have. And each of those tiers with Wrecked Bike Rebuild gives you different access to polls, videos, live streams, HD photos at the end. There's all kinds of stuff that you can go check out on the Patreon page. It's always gonna be the top link in the description of Wrecked Bike Rebuild videos. But that's basically how Patreon runs. So because of Patreon, we're able to just give bikes away. We don't have to sell them or anything. Well, kind of. In the past, I've had to sell the motorcycles to the winners for $1, just a minimal fee. And that's gonna lead us into one of the major changes that's moving forward with Wrecked Bike Rebuild. So let's talk about the changes that we're gonna be having from Season 2 to Season 3, because it's some important stuff. So guys, now that we're past Seasons 1 and 2, we've got those in the history books, and I've learned a lot from those seasons that are gonna be able to make me be able to make a better show for you guys moving forward, and that's something I'm gonna be doing for Season 3. So one of the major things I did for Season 3 was invested in getting a lawyer to write up official rules for Wrecked Bike Rebuild. What this is going to do is safeguard Wrecked Bike Rebuild to make sure, for one, that it runs total legally in the law, but it also makes sure that we can continue doing Wreck Bike Rebuild for a long time, and I don't have to worry about randomly having a legal problem come up and having to shut the whole show down. That's definitely not something I wanted. So I say invested because y'all, I knew lawyers were like expensive, they make a lot of money, but like, oh my gosh. Regardless, it had to be done. So now Wreck Bike Rebuild has like official rules and a privacy policy and disclaimers and the whole 9 yards. We got all of it, but we are also running 100% legally with the US government. Woohoo! What this means is I don't have to do this, don't say I'm giving the bike away and I have to sell the bike for $1. Like, all these little bullcrap things, I don't have to do any of that anymore. I can literally just give the bike away, which is so nice to just be able to do. It was a lot of bullcrap to be like, all right, you're purchasing the bike for $1, thank you. I also, while we're talking about legal stuff, I wanna make sure it's clear that Wreck Bike Rebuild Seasons 1 and 2 were not illegal, but rather there were weak points in the legal structure of the thing. So now we are locked down. But there's also another major important thing about Season 3 that's gonna be different from Seasons 1 and 2. This new floor is way too rolly for these chairs. So now that the legal stuff is taken care of, I can use words like entries and I can be very clear with you guys how many entries you get per award level and stuff like that. I've super simplified it. You know, Season 2 I had it like the $1 level, you got this many, the $5. I've thrown all that out the window. Entries are now based on the total dollar amount in US dollars that you support the show for that season. So let's say we end Season 3 and you supported, let's just say there were 20 episodes, and you supported all 20 episodes at the $1 amount. That means at the end of the season, you have 20 entries into getting the final motorcycle. Let's say that you supported only 2 episodes at the $15 amount. That means at the end of the season, you have 30 entries into the bike giveaway. This is gonna super simplify it for you guys to make it make sure you understand it easily. And it's also gonna thankfully super simplify my end of it, because all I have to do is look at the total that you supported for that entire season and I know how many entries you get. It's pretty good stuff. I'm gonna roll away on this chair now. Oh God, the whole lift moved. It might have been clear in my just description of the financial stuff and how it's broken down, but I get this question a ton, so I figured it was worth telling you guys on camera, looking you in the face. People always ask, are they able to support just one episode of Wreck Bike Rebuild? Yes. It does not matter how many episodes or how much you support the show. Whatever dollar amount you support is the amount of entries you get. Regardless, if you supported the first episode at $1 and that was the only thing that you supported throughout the entire season, you could still get the bike at the end of the show. You have a much smaller chance of getting the bike than all the other people that supported, you know, if somebody supported 15 through the entire season, but you still could win the bike. It's not you know, all or nothing type situation. So hopefully that clears that up. So, one last thing about Wreck Bike Rebuild before we get into the meat of the episode is something I'm adding this season. I'm actually going to add it back on the other seasons, and that is a badge system. So, from now on, every season of Wreck Bike Rebuild is going to have a very specific badge. I'm currently getting Season 3's created right now. And what I'm going to do with these badges is anyone that supports at the middle level, the $5 tier and up through the entire season, I'm gonna give you a specific badge. Like it gets me excited saying it like this, you probably don't care, but like a Pokemon gym badge. So what I'm gonna have is, I'm gonna go back through Seasons 1 and 2 and do this as well, but anybody that supports the entire season, the entire Season 3, Episode 1 to whatever the last episode is, I'm gonna give you a badge. So that way, and this is just part of your, you know, support. Like I'm just gonna send these out, you don't have to purchase these or anything like that. But the only way to be eligible is to support at the $5 level throughout the entirety of the show, or that season. Then every season, you will get a badge mailed to you if you are one of those people. I just love the idea of somebody, obviously if you're watching this video and you're not supporting the Patreon page, you can't get the badge because this is episode 1. Yeah, so sorry if you weren't here. But if you are supporting at the $5 level, that means you're in the people. You could get it. I don't know how many badges there are gonna be for seasons 1 and 2. I'm gonna get them made though, because I think that's awesome. I know there are people, I know for a fact, there are people that have supported from the very first episode of season 1 to now. I want those people to have like this stamp of honor, like that person has been an OG fan of Wrecked Bike Rebuild for like since the beginning. I want to make it like have like an elite group or something like that later down the road, and like you have to have a certain amount of badges to like get into it or something, and I don't know. It should be pretty cool. I'm really excited about it. Also, a few more things that have changed. Make sure that you guys check out the tier system. If you guys were supporting season 2 and you kind of rolled into season 3, I did some editing to the tier system, so the $1, $5, and $15 levels. I'm gonna work on getting like giveaways midway through the Wrecked Bike Rebuild show. To be eligible for those, you gotta be at certain levels. And I've done some other adjustments to the live stream. So if you guys were fans of season 2 and supporting over on Patreon, make sure to go over to Patreon and read into the tier systems to make sure that your tier is still getting you all the stuff that you want to get. Okay, I've done a lot of talking. Final thing with Wrecked Bike Rebuild, I promise, final thing. Can y'all even tell how close the tripod is to like touching that thing? So, Wrecked Bike Rebuild, too much work for one guy to do, right? There's no way I could I'm not in the right frame at all. It's too much work to do for one guy to run well. I want this thing to run like a television freaking show, and to do that, I had to build a crack team to be able to handle everything. You guys have met some of them, you probably haven't met the others, but without further ado, I now want to swipe to the next day. I want you guys to meet the team that is going to make Wrecked Bike Rebuild possible with me. Let's meet the team, ladies and gentlemen. Swipe to that footage. Oh my God, it went up my nose. Why? Okay, bye. So, a lot of you guys have probably already met Brian. Brian, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Just exactly as I say. So, Brian is our, what's the title that you said you just now got?
Master Technician.
Master mother-freaking Technician. How do you get Master Tech? Like, what, do you have to go through trials and tribulations?
Just more schooling.
Oh, well, congratulations on being a Master Tech.
Thank you.
We got a freaking Master Tech in the building. So, Brian has been with us since the end of season 1, and then I have to call you back for season 2 because we're not going to talk about that. But Brian is here from the get-go of season 3. The person that you probably don't know is Luke. Luke, say hello, everybody. Over here, Luke. Yep.
Hey, everybody.
Got it, nailed it. If you guys are Wrecked Bike Rebuild fans from the very beginning, show a shot. Season 1, Luke worked at Mountain Motorsports and helped me buy parts for the Monster in the very first season. Now, Luke is here, part of the team, and he is here to make sure that me and Brian are on task. If you guys watched a lot of season 2, Brian, how many times were we at the computer?
Too many.
Yeah, so a lot of the times, this is what you saw. Me and Brian were just, why does nothing work? Looking at this kind of shit. Luke is gonna make sure that that kind of stuff is on screen while me and Brian focus not on this bike. This is not the bike. It will be a, yep. We got a nerd to make sure. I can't.
It's the face with the glasses that does it.
Okay, anyway.
Like braid beads into your beard.
Luke is here to make sure that me and Brian have the info we need.
Brian and I.
Season 3 is going to be a good time. So that is the team, ladies and gentlemen. So, you guys have no clue what the bike is for Season 3, and to be fair, I don't, Brian doesn't, and Luke doesn't. But the big thing we're going to be doing this season is called
A bobber.
a bobber. So, you guys probably don't know what a bobber is. I didn't either. It's you get a cruiser and you make it a custom. How would you describe a bobber?
I would describe a bobber as a stripped down, bare bones, no frills, no extras, badass motorcycle.
Okay, I'm probably gonna piss some people off saying this, but I'm not that big of a cruiser fan. It is what it is. I'm more of a naked guy, not a naked motorcycle. Never mind. You basically take a cruiser and make it badass depending on what you like. So what we have to do is find a cruiser to buy that we can turn into a bobber. What's some stuff we need to make sure the cruiser has to make it? Can any cruiser be a bobber, is the question.
Pretty much.
Cause you're just gonna strip down, you're gonna take off the saddlebags, the fender, or, chop it, get a new gas tank, new handlebars.
Jesus Christ.
If you think about it this way, a bobber is a stripped down cruiser. So any cruiser can be stripped down to no extras.
So
No windscreens, no big fancy mirrors, no tassels on the handlebars, no saddlebags, no stereo, no big lights, no, even chop it down to the point where there's no blinkers on it, everything will be hand signals. Hide everything possible so you see and there looks like there is as little as possible on the machine.
So the mentality with doing a bobber, because it is something I have never done, I've never even owned a cruiser, so I don't know anything about it, but the whole point of Wreck Bike Rebuild is to learn about building bikes, and I've worked on the ZX10 with Brian and worked on my own sport bikes. I've done supermotos, but I've never done cruiser stuff, so in the constant want for knowledge, that's why we're doing a bobber this season. If you're not a fan of a cruiser, I dare say we might be able to make people fans of bobbers, right? I think we can, because I think they look awesome. Actually, here's some dope photos of bobbers. So, just like last season, we are going to be getting on a website to find a wrecked and salvaged motorcycle. Last season, you guys told us, CoPart, you need to go to CoPart, you need to use CoPart. We're gonna use CoPart this time. We're not gonna use the same website as last time because CoPart seems to be the major website to do that anyway. So if you guys don't know what CoPart is, they're just like a website that you can auction on bikes and cars, and gonna be a first time. So, what we're gonna do now is get on the CoPart website and look up, not bobbers, but cruisers that are capable of being turned into a bobber and figure out how to do this whole thing. I've never used CoPart myself, so I'm gonna bring you guys along with the process, and hopefully we can get a dope bike that we can turn into a bobber. Excited?
Always exciting to work.
Always to work. This
Well,
ain't
it's all
work.
for me.
Luke, you excited?
Dude, I'm so pumped.
Brian, take us to CoPart. Let's look at what bikes we got.
Sure.
Oh God, I keep forgetting we can use the freaking, this thing, the TV. All right, so this is CoPart, guys. These are all just like wrecked and nasty looking motorcycles. What are you searching right now, Brian? Just motorcycles?
I just pulled up CoPart.
So yeah, if you just search motorcycles on CoPart, you have all these wrecked bikes, and the way it works is you bid on them at the auctions, and you have the auction date here, like 7/16/2018. At that time, that lot is going to go through this auction, and each bike will have its turn up there. So right now we have to go through all these and find the bikes we want to even look at, and that way we'll know what we want to bid on, and also what day they're going to be available, because it's not like a website. You can't just go and buy the stuff. You have to wait for it to be on sale.
Ooh, Roadstar. It's in Massachusetts.
We can get it from anywhere, because we can get it delivered. Hold on, Brian, open another tab and look up what a bobber is, Because I'm having a really hard time visualizing the fact that that thing can turn into the cool stuff I've seen photos of. Okay, so the bike with the black bike and the small...
This one?
Oh my God. Okay, so you're telling me this thing, now click over to the bobber. That thing will end up looking like we have the option of making it look like this one. Like this tiny seated one.
Yeah.
How the hell do you take that giant thing and turn it into that little thing?
Cut it all off, buddy. Just cut it all off.
So I'm having a hard time visualizing how, like with a sport bike, I understand the process that it takes.
How cool is that thing?
Yeah.
That is...
So they cut pieces of the frame off for that.
I'm gonna trust you guys that this is possible, but I'm gonna just be, hey, it's Do It With Dan. So guys, these dudes are telling me we can make a bobber out of a cruiser. So I have a lot of faith in Brian at this point, so...
This one's cool.
Brian, you're getting me excited over here. What have I told you about getting me excited?
That's cool. You keep your hand out of your pants, young man.
Exactly, I was about to say.
All right, we're gonna look up bikes and try to find something, and we will catch back with you guys when we can find some bikes that we are... Well, let's make a top 5 list. We'll make you guys a top 5 list, and we'll bring you guys that list and show you which ones we found. All right, guys, so we've been doing some research, and... Brian, what is this? Like, the second I start filming, Brian pulls this...
Well, you know, technically this thing is a complete bobber already. It's been chopped down to nothing.
You're right. We could just, hey, we could just get that and we'd be done.
It's been burned down to nothing.
Oh wait, we're not doing a burner. We're doing a bobber. Right, my bad. Okay, so we did some research and we found a lot of options, but we only found one bike that looks good that we could bob and is like, we have enough time, because if you guys remember in season 2, the bike you see behind us, we didn't get that bike inspected, and when the bike showed up, there was an epic moment of Chase finding out that the frame was bent, or not even bent, there was like, it was punctured. Now, the reason I said the thing about the damage, and this is gonna be a lot more interesting of a season than I expected, is because while unloading the motorcycle, I noticed something that I had not noticed in any of the photos of this bike when I was looking at it, and that is this. Yes, my friends, that is a dent slash, I wouldn't call it a hole, but that's a dent in the frame. So I'm not gonna make my same mistake this time. We've got 5 bobbers, not 5 bobbers, we've got 5 cruisers, but there's only one of them that is gonna go up for sale with enough time to get an inspection out on it, because you gotta call people, and it's Sunday, so we can't call them today. But I'm gonna run you guys through the cruisers that we have up here and then show you the one that we're gonna end up with. So Brian, don't show us the one we think is gonna work, but show us the other ones on here if you don't mind. All right, so we got a Suzuki VL800, 2001, but see, here's the problem, guys. 23 hours. That's not gonna give us enough time to call an inspection place and get an inspection out. Damn, son, that green. What's the price? Holy shit, estimated retail. Do you think they could legit get 10 grand out of that for with a salvage?
With a salvage, absolutely not.
Do you think this website just puts that estimated retail for like a perfect bike if it didn't have the certified salvage? Because
I think that's actually what it is exactly, is how much the bike would be worth if it was in good condition, average throughout the country.
Gotcha. So this is not, they're not saying they expect this to go for that price.
I would hope not.
All right. Again, guys,
if
19.
That's the case, we need to look on a different website.
Right. So yeah, 19 hours. Yeah, the current bid's at freaking 925 bucks. All right, what kind of Honda thing we got? That actually looks very similar to the other one. This one's actually run and drive as well. So if you guys are doing this whole thing, like building motorcycles and stuff like that, something that is super important is when you're looking at the sheet or with the info, if it has run and drive, you don't have to worry that much about the engine. I mean, I guess it could still have engine problems.
All that means is that when they got it there, they cranked it.
And it runs.
Yeah.
Good point. But still, that's a much better sign than like a seized engine or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, you still want to get it inspected, because if you click the little question mark, it's like they make no guarantees that it will crank when you get it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
all right.
we're heading to the one that is promising.
Yeah, so this next one, guys, is what is potential. That is a cruiser, has a big old engine, and it has 2 days and 22 hours. For some reason, all the lots don't have many cruisers. This is the only one that gives us enough time to get an inspection. To be fair, you know, if we were to wait, I'm sure more cruisers would come up, but I mean, we want to get this stuff going. Like I said, it's currently Sunday, so we're gonna call whatever yard that bike is in. We're gonna call them tomorrow to get an inspection guy to go out, hopefully inspect it. So we'll catch up with you guys then, but for now, it's looking like we might have a 2012 Yamaha XVS 1300A.
Yamaha Vstar 1300.
Oh, Vstar, okay. I'll put some photos on the screen. I'll download all these photos and let you guys see it. Actually, I bet that do you think the inspector will be able to give us photos of the actual bike while he's there? Do they do that?
Well, no, until you get it inspected, or speak with the inspector.
Good point. So we'll find out when the inspector goes out there. If they can send us photos, then I'll show you guys those. But for now, we're looking good on the Yamaha.
The headlight looks okay.
Yeah.
You know, the front fender's got some damage to it.
Dude, that fender looks like some dude headbutted it with a steel head.
Looks like Skull Crusher headbutted it.
Skull Crusher.
Has keys.
Oh, it does.
Engine and transmission are good. Fuel tank, minor issues. Handlebar and hand controls, good. Instrument gauges present, yes. Condition of side fairing, bad. Condition of rear suspension, good. Condition of seats, is that what it said? Condition of seats is good. Condition of lighting, is that what that says? Minor issues.
The blinkers are hanging off of it.
Front suspension is good. So it sounds like the front forks are not bent, which is good.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you able to, like, if the bike didn't have a key, are you able to remake a key, or like?
There are two ways to go about doing that. You can either call a locksmith to come out and map your ignition switch and make you a new key.
Yeah.
Which is probably the most cost-effective way to do it. The only issue with that is that somebody has a key.
Oh shit.
The other way is to remove and replace the entire lock set. So that would be the ignition switch, the gas tank tumbler, and the key lock for the seat would all have to be replaced.
Yeah.
And then you'll have new keys for your new lock set.
I see.
That sometimes can be difficult depending on the machine. In most cases, your ignition switch is mounted to your upper triple tree with what they refer to as breakaway bolts. So they're really funny looking when you get them, but pretty much the deal is you put the ignition switch in place, you tighten the bolts down until the heads break off.
Like
So
they break off there and
They
then
break off purposefully, so you cannot remove the bolts to take the ignition out of the top triple tree.
Holy shit.
That's the way they're installed from the factory, and anytime you're replacing a lock set or ignition switch for somebody that's paying you to do it, you should get new breakaway bolts. So somebody just can't come up and unbolt your ignition switch and plug in their own.
That makes sense.
And off they go on your motorcycle. You can just put regular bolts in there if you want to. It's just... It's
you're introducing.
Granted, nobody will ever know what kind of hardware you have holding your ignition switch in place.
Yeah.
Because all that hardware goes in from the bottom side. So
That is, see, if I would have ever read this and said like does not have keys, I'd be like, that's a definite like no go.
no, you definitely you make your way around. But the only thing is you can't verify if the bike turns on, if it starts, if it runs, if it has electrical issues, if the fuel pump works. You can't verify any of that stuff without a key.
So this is just stuff that, like, if somebody were to be doing the same thing we're doing, that's just knowledge to have. Like, that's the
one less step of stuff that you have to go through to make this a running, riding machine.
All right, so you guys that are doing it yourself, make sure to keep that in mind. We're gonna catch you tomorrow. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 2 of episode 1 of season 3. That is way too many freaking numbers. So, actual time, I'm over here editing the reveal video for that thing. The end of season 2 bike video is gonna be awesome. If you haven't checked it out, you need to. Luke is over here looking up, what are they called? Brokers. Motorcycles. So, we found that one bike that we like, and the way CoPart works is you have to have a broker. Now, the bike goes on auction tomorrow, so today, the 2 things we have to do is find a broker, get the inspector out to check the bike, because we ain't having no cracked frame or anything like that. And we also have to increase the buying power we have on CoPart. Something like that is like, if you want to be able to spend $5,000, you have to have you have to give them 10% of what your total buying power is. So I don't think the bike's gonna go over like 6, but I'm gonna put 800 in CoPart, so we have like 8,000. We get in this motorcycle, and if I have to overpay for it, I will, because I really think this is the best bike for our series. So right now, Luke's looking up brokers. And we'll catch back in later once Luke understands what the broker situation is. I gotta go edit the rest of that video. We'll catch back in when stuff happens. Okay, bye.
They charge a buyer fee of $425, and then they have 2 other fees. One's called a gate fee, and one's called the internet bid fee. Everybody has to pay these, regardless of whether or not you're a broker. The gate fee would be $59, and the internet bid fee would be $79. So from there, we'd be looking at $425 plus $59 plus $79, and then $299 from us. So I don't have a calculator in front of me, but that sounds like roughly $7 grand out the door, pretty close to it. But actually, you can if you go to CoPart, down at the very bottom of the page, on the home page, it says member fees.
So this is based on what the bike actually goes for, not what our max bid is.
So if we get the bike
I
for...
don't think this bike is going to go for anywhere near $6,000. I mean, it's probably going to go for, I don't know, 4, maybe at the most.
And that's what our fee is paid on.
So, and then that's what we base the fees off of?
You go down where it says sale price range, and you just go, to like 4,000 or whatever. If you look at 4,000, it says their buyer fee is $400.
Correct.
And then of course the other 2 fees on the side of the page are the gate fee and the internet bid fee. The gate fee is always the same. It's always $59 no matter how much the bid is.
So the max that the max bid we tell you, that's only to cover everything to make sure we get the bike, right?
It probably should. I mean, it kind of depends on the buyer. I mean, some buyers, they know that they're going to have to pay the extra fees on top of their max bid. So,
Well, you said 8 anyway.
Yeah.
However you want to figure it, you just have to know what you're willing to spend on it total,
We're not
and then figure your max bid from there.
Okay, cool.
I think it'll be somewhere like that.
Yeah. I was just making sure that if we told you our max bid was 8, you would still try to get the bike for the lowest price.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. That's all. That's the only curiosity I had with the whole situation.
Yeah, it's coming up tomorrow, so if you want to bid on it, I'm going to have a PayPal deposit by the end of the business day today, which is 5 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And if you want to do it, just go ahead and text me the lot number again, and I can text you back how to do the deposit through PayPal.
Okay, no problem.
What's the PayPal?
I can try to win it for you tomorrow. If we win, then I'll email you an invoice. It'll have all the fees broken down on there. It'll also have wire transfer information for your bank. And then once it's paid for, now remember this though, your deposit does not go towards the purchase price. It's only a deposit. So once you've paid for the vehicle and picked it up, your PayPal will come back to you. It'll be refunded.
So do we do anything on CoPart past this point after we give you the deposit?
No, you'll be going through me as a broker, so I'll be bidding on your behalf. So you would just make the deposit, and I need you to text me the lot number and your email, and then if we win, I can send you the invoice.
Okay.
So we don't pay.
It's so weird.
We don't do anything through CoPart then.
Why is CoPart a thing?
I just don't understand. So we got on CoPart, right? We found the vehicle that we wanted. or that we want to bid on. Now we found a broker, and that broker is going to handle everything from here. Do I understand that correctly?
That's why I asked him, so we don't have to deal with anything on CoPart anymore.
Yeah, he's going to send us an invoice basically for the deposit.
If we win, he'll send us an invoice breaking down everything, and then we get refunded.
That is why.
This is the biggest rigmarole I've ever seen, dude.
Okay, so if you're doing this process and you're on CoPart, just know that you gotta like, we're only having to do this because we're not a licensed. What kind of licensed what?
We don't have a dealer license. You can't, like in certain states, I guess you can't bid at auction.
Okay.
Unless you have like a dealer's license.
Gotcha. It wouldn't even make sense. Like, obviously, we plan on doing Wreck Bike Rebuild for a long time, but like, even if we're only gonna do 2 bikes a month or 2 bikes a year, like, it wouldn't make sense to have a dealer license to do that. Just know that if you're gonna get a vehicle on CoPart, like, factor in the amount of time that it's taking, because it's taken us a week to figure out like this whole situation.
Like, what if it came down to tomorrow at 1 p.m. and we start typing in numbers in here and it's like, nope.
Okay, so we're going to give the deposit over PayPal to the broker today, and then hands off at that point. And we're just gonna hope to Christ that he's like, okay, sweet.
His name's actually Broker Man. So I'm confident that he's gonna do a good job.
Please tell me his company's name is Broker Man.
No, it's not his company's name, that's his name.
Oh, you're being sarcastic. Alrighty, so broker is we're gonna get the broker paid. I guess that's it for today then. We can probably, like, I'm not gonna show you guys giving a dude a deposit, but I wonder if we can watch the bike live tomorrow and see how much it goes for. And be like, and sold to Broker Man. I mean, essentially, right? Yeah. Like, that's what tomorrow's gonna be. Okay, so we'll swipe to tomorrow, where we will watch the bidding live if we can.
I'm ready for this bike to be here. This is big.
I know. It's good times. We'll see you guys on day 3.
74.
Not 74. See you tomorrow.
You said you were looking at the bike right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at the bike right now. I'm taking pictures of it, and I'm going to send you a picture of it. I'm going to go ahead and describe it to you while we're talking.
Okay.
All right. You got a small ding. I don't know if you can see it in the right-hand side of the gas tank. Kind of like a door ding, but it's not going to come out. The tank's too hard for it to come out, so you'd have to have someone repair it and paint it.
Okay.
Your right side of your bike, you've got your floorboard. The rubber is missing. Okay. All right, man. Thanks a lot. All right, bye.
Sounds like we're looking all right. Okay, inspection. Bing! How much do we pay for an inspection?
I think it's like 5 million yen.
This dude, 5 million. How much do we pay for the damn inspection?
$155 doll hairs.
$155, and we know there's no frame damage. Get your inspections if you're gonna go through this entire process. Also, I realized the last time we swiped away, I lied to you and said we're gonna swipe to day 3, we're still on day 2. Now, I apologize for lying. Also, here's day 3.
It's day 75.
No, we need to like have the camera laying on the ground sideways and like crawling in. It's like, there's no rations left.
The garage door won't open.
The garage door won't open and Heather can't find us. All right, we'll see you guys on day 3. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 3 of the first, oh, okay, I thought I touched the screen and the focus. Okay, I didn't. Anyway, we're going to day 3. Today is the day we get the bike. And, or ideally, today is the day the bidding is going on. And today is also the day I figure out if my $640 that I randomly sent to some dude on PayPal is actually gonna make a bike appear. Still a little sketched out about that, but whatever. So, all right, there we go. So, all our info, sale date is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I'm not sure if that is, like, what happens is sometimes, like, it says 1 p.m., but that might mean that that is when the lot, like the whole area, is gonna start bidding, but then you have to sit there and watch for our bike. So I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but obviously I'll show you guys when it comes up. But more importantly, we have 2 hours and 37 minutes. It is currently 10:23 a.m. We are going to be watching this bike like a hawk today, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm excited to see how this whole situation works. I don't feel like I wasted $640 sending it to that dude, that 10% deposit, but like, you know, with new stuff, it's a little weird. Hopefully, if you guys want to do this stuff in the future, like, or y'all want to get your own bikes, hopefully you can learn from what happens with us and you don't have to be sketched out. Okay, we'll see you guys in 2 hours and 30 minutes. Hey, welcome to look, I started the thing. What is that noise?
It's the computer.
Oh my God, are things bidding right now? What? Oh, dude, you get to see. This is awesome.
Where's the fast talking dude though?
I don't know. A dude in Mexico? What?
Dude in China.
Oh, these are the dudes, the guys that are. Yeah, these are the brokers. These ain't real people. How do we?
They're not real people.
They're real people, but like they're not like a dude in China is not buying this. Hey, okay, so I went to the, all right, we're gonna have to ignore the ding, ding.
So excited. Right?
I am. Okay, I went to the page, so I was on the freaking bike page and I see like the live auction in progress. So then I was like, oh my God, the bike's being bid on. And then I clicked over to this and then I was like, that's not the motorcycle. What the hell? Sold on approval. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, dude, that bike is screwed. Holy shit.
Oh, that's a fire.
Dude, that's the Ghost Rider bike before it turned black.
Bro.
I got on our bikes page and I was like, it's live shit. I thought the bike was live now, so I freaked out and I went on CoPart and the bidding for that whole lot of bikes is starting now. And if you notice over there, it tells you like an estimated time. But if we scroll down, we'll be able to see the bike that we're gonna be bidding on. Okay, never mind. Ours is just like at the bottom of the list. Okay, 117 minutes? And we can't really do anything, but look how fast this goes down. We're gonna know like the second that this bike goes live. Or it gets sold. Okay, so our dude's from Texas, right? The bidder, or the, what's he called?
He's in Georgia.
The broker?
No.
The broker's in Georgia?
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, so if we know where our dude's located, then we'll be able to see like Texas bought the bike. Or something.
And he originally said he could inspect it. So dude, that's what I'm saying. They're just interdimensional beings that they can
text the guy and see where he's located so we know if he wins the bid or not, so we can watch it.
No, we got to be on the edge of our seats.
What? No, that is not how this does.
We're gonna wait for the text saying
no,
we won or we didn't win. I mean,
that is terrible.
Dude, the max bid's already, like, we've already set that bar. Like,
what did we put the max bid at? 6,400?
Yeah.
God. Okay, we will catch back in 117 or 112 minutes or however many hundreds of. Damn, that cruiser went for expensive. Holy shit. Oh, it has an estimated retail of 26 grand?
It was a 2018.
Oh, and it's Harley.
It's an anniversary. That's a real bike.
Interesting. Okay, let's see.
54.
I want to see. So this bike retail is 26, and it's So what's it go for?
I mean, you could throw a Batwing fairing on there if you're a real man anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
I mean, you want a chrome gas tank. You want chrome.
Bonus time. We're in. Oh shit,
dude! Bonus time.
Dude, what is bonus time? Hold on. Is it 6? 6? Is it?
But I mean,
Gone for 6?
no. Bonus time.
Oh!
He made the 3-pointer, dude.
He made the 3-pointer.
You're right.
I want to know what this.
You got
I'm invested in this bike now.
You got a MacBook right here.
Just
Yeah.
got that MacBook action, dude. This is intense. Look, somebody's gonna do a bid right now. Oh, what?
I think they kind of.
They're playing mind games, right?
Yeah, because like the brokers have a number that they're going to.
They can't go over.
Well,
dude,
they have- so-
we couldn't have we could buy this bike right now. Now we can't.
It gets to the same point, and then it. Oh.
Nah, dude, this
quicker.
is serious.
Oh, Illinois is playing mind games though. Watch.
Illinois is playing they're playing chestnut
Maybe
checkers.
they just have like a really slow connection, and they're like, "Come on,
Oh,
Bonus time.
bonus time is such bullshit. Are
Did he
you
make
kidding me?
Did he made a field goal?
Wait, is this
Uh-oh.
it? Is this it? Can we hold on? Okay, so bonus time is, hey, you got one more chance to get this,
Yeah.
and then even after the clock runs out, you get this little ticking like tick tick. Like, what's the point of the blue circle? Yeah, that shit. Tick tick tick. I ain't even listening to this little blue circle thing.
This makes it interesting though.
This does make it interesting, but it ain't gonna be interesting when it's the bike that we're trying to get.
I'm me on the edge of my seat the whole time."
Dude, I'm just.
That's what I did yesterday.
Oh no! Oh no! I knew the seats were in bad shape, but
Dude, rec school.
just like new. Nailed it.
First episode of Rec Stool Rebuild.
Gotta start a new series, Rec Stool Rebuild. Nah.
Imagine going to one of these.
Dude.
Because they have like the tables and everything, and everybody's
Yeah.
just sitting there like on the phones and stuff.
Can you? Oh, so okay. I wonder if for season 4, whatever bike we do,
We should.
be like, we'd have that little flag and be like,
We're gonna have a giant one though. Like I'm talking about like, you know, Walmart poster board, like bidding
season
sign.
4, me, Luke, and Brian gonna go do the bidding. That might not happen, so don't get too excited. Okay, we're gonna see you guys closer to the time that the bike's coming up, because Stress Fest is about to get serious. What's going on, guys? We are back, and the bike looks like it has, how many more minutes? Oh my God, 10 minutes out from the, hold on, it's too loud in here. Garage gets hot if you don't have the fan from the inside blowing in. Need to get an AC thing in here, but, check it. All right, the camera didn't want to focus, but, wait, where's ours? Oh, there it is. 9 minutes out. All right. This is the moment of truth. This situation is so exciting because we have nothing to do with the bid. So like, we can't do anything. We're just like sitting here and like waiting. And like, we've just sent money just off into PayPal and like, do we get the bike? I don't know. This is stressful.
Yeah.
Are you stressed?
Nah, not really.
What?
My money's not in the cloud.
Oh my God, why are all these new people need to leave? Oh, now it's even more intense. Do you hear the music they're playing for this?
Bonus time.
Oh my good God. You turn the TV on? Dude, we got like 7 minutes. Oh my God, hold on. Going to this calls for the big TV. Oh shit, hot lot, ladies and gents, what? All right, we got it mirroring the screen so we have a bigger, you look like such a little kid, like watching his favorite TV show. The Rec Bike Rebuild bike will have this stuff on it. So if we go over here, whenever this bike gets into the queue, that'll come up. All right, I'm gonna move this out of the way. This is exciting and scary at the same time.
This makes life fun.
I mean, yeah, it makes life fun, but it also makes it terrifying because, like, you realize if we don't get this bike, do you realize how much of a process has to, like?
Yeah, I did that.
I know. That's why I'm saying. Like you.
I know what it takes to set it up.
No, it's not even that. But then we gotta find it, and then we gotta redo research on like find a.
You gotta pay a new inspector. You gotta take.
Oh my
12
god! I
pictures
didn't
of
even
it.
think about that.
And then they cancel. Two of them cancel, and then you
If this bike, if we don't get this one, then the inspector money was just wasted, useless.
But I
pointless.
mean, see if you can set a camera to where you can get us watching it, but then this is also in the background.
Oh, it's up there. Okay. All right, sit down and I'll see what this looks like.
You know what I'm saying?
Or yeah. All right, so we're watching what you guys are seeing on this TV, and this is what's happening. Okay.
That's a spicy lot.
That's a really spicy lot. And the bid on the bike we want is still $10.50 too. We still don't know if our dude's in Texas or not. So even if, like, who we gonna vote for, or who we gonna want to vote for? Oh my god, this is.
What if this dude's just at home clicking the bid button?
Dude,
You know what I'm saying? We're paying him to... It's like trash.
Dude, I'm on edge now, bro. I'm on edge.
I need you to tranquilize.
So much rides on this moment right now. Like the entire build, hypothetically, can totally change in the moments.
No, it will.
Yeah, without a doubt, it will. Oh my god, my body is not meant for this kind of stress.
My body is ready.
No, it's not. Next bike. All right.
Bro, we're next on the block.
Oh my god. Oh, and then the price. The price is a whole nother game of like, what does the bike go for? Like, because we got 65 hundo out there in the world. Oh my goodness.
What if when our bike pops up, it's just like, bling,
Sold.
bonus time, sold.
Dude, that would be so amazing. 7,000 participants.
Where do you see that?
Freaking at the top.
Oh.
It's almost.
Dude, I'm waiting on that, the Bentley and the Ferrari.
Y'all, there's a Bentley and a Ferrari later in the thing. This is not fun. I don't like this.
Here, I'm live right now.
So much chills right now. Bonus time. Get the bonus time out of here, bro. Here we go, dude. Here we go. This is it. This is it. Okay. All right, boys. In the game. Georgia. Outbid. Bid placed. Wait, what is that? Why? No. No. Boy, Georgia fighting. Look at him.
He's getting it, dude.
Dude, 1,600. No. Come on, Georgia. Come on, 17, let's go, let's get it. Are you kidding me? 1,700, yes. No bonus time, no bonus time. 17 hundo. We just got that bike for $1,700. We gave that guy a bid. We gave him a maximum bid of $6,400. We just got him for $1,700. What? My boy over there. Text your boy. Be like, thank you. I paid $9 for that one. What? What? Get on. Where's your phone? Where's the dude?
I'll let you call him.
No, you have to. He has communicated with you, and I can't speak to a normal person right now. Dude, what if he didn't get it? What if it was somebody else?
He did.
I'm getting all excited. We need confirmation.
I'm gonna get confirmation.
Get your. All right, we gotta be professional. I'm holding all of my excitement until I have confirmation about this homeboy.
So he just sent me a message. 17 was our bid that won, but it's pending approval from seller. They have until 9 p.m. tomorrow to decide.
So what's that like? If it
So you know, like on eBay, there's like a certain threshold that has to be like, you know, that has to be met. A reserve. I mean, I think that's a normal thing though.
Yeah.
17 hundo though.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So it's a series of up and downs right now. Potentially got the bike for $1,700. Okay, text him back and be like, if he wants more, is it the type of thing that we can just give him more? Note to self, buy cruisers on CoPart, because my goodness. Dude, if we get that bike for $1,700, that is a steal, like a joke. We could literally turn around and sell it. Like we could put $1,000 into it. If we want to.
Absolutely.
Sell that thing for like double that.
Oh yeah.
All right, dudes. So we're gonna text this guy and see if we can offer more in the case that the dude won't take $1,700 or whatever, and we'll let you know whatever ends up happening. He didn't text you back, right? We'll let you guys know whatever the dude says. But for right now, pending approval, $1,700 for a Vstar 1300.
2012 with 10,000 on the odometer.
$1,700 for a 1300. We almost paid $1 per cc. Nailed it. Let you know. What's up, guys? Here in the office, but just got a text message. Ready for it? They just approved it. It will need your full name, address, blah 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 blah. They need my full name, my address, my email to send an invoice. I have to pay them, obviously, by like in 2 days, which is not a big deal. And then we got to get transportation. But they approved it. We got the freaking motorcycle for $1,700. Shook. Hold on. Okay, we're in the garage now because I didn't want to interrupt Luke. He's working on a script for another thing. Anyway, $1,700. Just so y'all know, this bike at auction with the cracked freaking frame, $9,000. I think I've told you guys with Wrecked Bike Rebuild, the ZX10 did not make sense with it. It like everything cost more, because the whole point of Wrecked Bike Rebuild was to like, you can get a wrecked motorcycle and build it up to something you really like for cheaper than you could go out and get a brand new bike or sometimes a bike off Craigslist. So the ZX10 kind of threw us for a loop, but so it looks like for season 3 we're actually going to be able to show off like all the awesome stuff that you can do. Like, this bike is costing $1,700. Do you know how much money we have to put into parts? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be insane. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be the end of episode 1 of season 3 of Wrecked Bike Rebuild. Holy crap, we're on the 3rd season. That is crazy. It looks like we're gonna have the 2012 Vstar 1300. I'm gonna hold off all of my excitement until we get it, because just like the ZX10, I got really excited and then I got it and I found out a lot of stuff that was wrong with it. Granted, we had the inspector go out this time, thank God, but it's just something to keep in mind. So guys, I'm Chaseontwowheels. This is Wrecked Bike Rebuild. We've got the bike. We just gotta wait on it to get here, and I gotta figure out transportation. This is Wrecked Bike Rebuild Season 3, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to potentially be one of the people that could get the motorcycle at the end of the entire show, once it looks awesome, you guys have already seen what I can do with a motorcycle that has been wrecked. Make sure to click that top link down in the description. That's gonna take you to Patreon. You can sign up for a freaking $1. You can literally get a motorcycle for $1. It's absolutely insanity. Go down there, check it out. Much appreciated to all you Patreon people that are already down there supporting. You guys make this show freaking possible. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for them future episodes, and we will see you on the next one. Later. Outro crew, what y'all doing? Y'all excited? Excited for season 3? Me too. 1,700? Oh my God! I don't even know what to do with that. Alright, in episode 2, we're gonna find out how much transportation costs, and maybe the bike will be here? I don't know. We'll see. Tune in for more.